When I see you, I see you. I don't make lies about it. I see you. But when I don't see you, I argue with you and I fight with you. I try to create a story that you may enjoy enough for me to last a bit longer on planet Earth. If you know what I mean, you'll know who I am. And I know you know who I am, and that's why I thank you for getting me through all those hard times. And I have to leave it there because I'm talking too much. I love you, Joel, and I'm not going to stop loving you because everyone is giving up. That's what I wanted to say. I'm not going to stop loving you because everyone wanted to give up. And I'm not saying I'm a part of anything. I'm saying livetalkradio.com saved my goddamn life a few times. People, this is Joel T. Bridges. I don't care what you all say. I don't care what you all think you're doing right now. This is www.livetalkradio.com. This is not your show. This is Joel T. Bridges' show. I come on here to talk to him. So if you don't like me, don't talk to me on Pal Talk. Just don't talk to me at all. Oh, is he getting all Valley Girl there? I think he's being a Valley Girl. You see, that's what I deal with. You know what a Valley Girl is, Joel? Yeah, you know what a Valley Girl is. It's the girl from the valley that likes to go to all the boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so when I don't see you in your chair, it's like, what is he doing? I'm always in my chair because I grew up in a chair. Like, literally, I grew up sleeping in chairs. You know, I didn't want to ever wake up. So I would sleep in a chair all day and think I was doing something special. So I'm gonna drop the mic and leave it back to Joel T. Bridges. It's 3:51 p.m. his standard time. It's 12:50 p.m. my standard time. So thank you guys. I love you so much, and I'm not selling out. I'm not being ignorant. I'm being conscious and thankful for the people that have helped me through my life. So you've always helped me, Joel. Do you think this is the first time I've been in live talk radio, people? Do you think this is the first time, oh man, Oda just showed up one day. Oh shit. Oda just showed up one day on Pal Talk and he just created this world. Oh shit, here he goes again. Fucking Otakon. No, Otakon. No, Sleep Long. No, Oeo. No, Zai. No, Zylo. No, Zitra. Nine, Shifre. See, all you hear is a voice in my mouth. Joel hears me. I don't come in this room unless Joel's really on a roll. So this is for the recording. Fuck everyone else, Joel. Fuck everyone else. This is livetalkradio.com.
Hello.
Hey. Hey. What's happening?
Oh, I was in a conference call with my doctor.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you were back with my candy.
I just walked in the door and I'm on my way down. I was just making some notes on my next doctor's appointment up here in Franklin.
Oh, okay.
Franklin Memorial.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep, you're down.
Okay. Thanks. Alrighty. Alright, well, I heard what you said there, Oda. Just remember what you're seeing in me is in you. You cannot be in you and someone else. So I'm glad that apparently what you see in me and that what's in you you associate with this guy here, this crazy guy. Crazy guy. But here's the truth, okay? You say I'm older, so maybe you're giving me some credit for stuff. No, I love you. There's no doubt about that. I love everybody. But whereas you say there's something to forgive, there's nothing to forgive. There's nothing to forgive. You need to look at that. What you're saying that needs to be forgiven is the programming conditioning of which people are. Let me give you an extreme example. And it's a story. I don't know if it's true. Say it is. Here's a man that came down, the best man that ever trod the earth, quote unquote. That's what somebody said. And he did nothing to anybody except heal them. He performed miracles. He changed water into wine. He walked on the water. He came into a room full of people where it was locked. He fed 5,000 people with a few loaves and fishes. And let's say some of that shit's true. Or maybe none of it's true. But the one thing that was interesting about when they nailed him to the cross was he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." That's why I know there's nothing to forgive. There is nothing to forgive. Course in Miracles is something I would suggest you read, seeing as how you're an intellectual type guy. I would highly recommend it to you. If anything I've said to you you want to take advantage of, read the Course in Miracles. It might be right up your alley, and I would suggest not just you, but anybody. I don't recommend books very often. A Course in Miracles is good for all kinds of folks. It seems to be a running theme through all these so-called gurus. Even Muji, I think, has read it. You can get an online copy for free by just typing, in quotes, A Course in Miracles. I would not suggest you listen to the teachers who are doing the reinterpreting of the Course in Miracles. There's no need for that. Thank you very much. Have you got my cards?
You never give me your card.
Oh,
Remember I
okay.
was going out with my dad?
Oh, that's right. No, I just thought you were. Eric said he was on his way down. Thanks.
Oh, no, he's upstairs.
Appreciate that.
So.
Looks like that Ed got some food stamps.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I don't know that for sure, but Bethany went up to the post office with him. And maybe we could find out what's going on.
He's sleeping down. He's sleeping.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
He's like...
Bethany might know. Is she here?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering,
okay.
did Ed get his
Hi, Joel.
stamp card? Yeah, I was wondering, did Ed get his food stamp card?
He did.
He did, okay, cool.
I think.
Okay, and you said something about coming back and doing some books after?
Yeah,
Okay, well, if you're
I'm
signing
gonna
out,
come down and explain that to you, okay?
Okay, well, if you're signing out, you need to give me your numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Alright, see you down.
Yep. All right, well, it looks like the course in Secret Law of Attraction movie is still being delayed.
We got time to watch it. My girlfriend's here. She'll watch it.
I know, but have you ever tried to coordinate 4 people's lives so that they all are together?
Understanding and here at the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. That's why I have my job cut out for me.
Yeah.
Well, the plan was 9 o'clock this morning. What happened? Didn't happen.
No, because
It was going to be this
not everybody was
afternoon.
here.
It was going to be this afternoon. If not then, the plan didn't happen. That's why I don't get bent out of shape about when plans don't work out. I mean, why bother cry about spilled milk, right?
Right.
What's the point?
Yeah.
It'll happen when it's supposed to, I guess.
Yep.
You know, that's another thing about life, folks, that I've learned. It's very interesting when you are into controlling everything. You get bent out of shape when things don't go your way, so to speak. They're always going your way. You just don't know. It's just not going the way that this ego foreigner that's in your head wants to see it. It's because your attachment of what you want, what you think you need, and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I'm clocking out and finding my hours.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I clocked out earlier. I just gotta figure out what my hours are.
Yeah, okay. Do you guys like the new format here? Do you like the Upbridge Live, where we include you guys in what's actually going on for real? Do you guys like that?
Yes, I do.
I really like being involved in it.
I like it was always usual, because you would have got most of it set up in the front office. Do another one in the front office, and that could be like the interview room. Have people come in, and that could be the interview.
Yeah, I know you're thinking. I'm way ahead of you on that.
You know? I talked to the guy over at the church.
Yeah.
I told him I was going to talk to you first. I told him that I don't think you would have a problem with it. Have him come in one day and give him an interview.
Yeah. Well, have you heard what I said? I said I envision this place, instead of being a homeless shelter, we're going to take the homeless idea to homelessnetwork.org, which we own.
Yeah.
And we're going to set it up so people can sign up. So especially in cold climates during the winter, there may be some people out there like the Quakers who put their actions where their words are.
Right.
And they genuinely care about people. But we don't want to send people that are psychos to them. We don't want to send people to them that are alcoholics, that need rehab rather than whatever. Those folks should, there should be a resource where they can get the treatment that they need.
Right.
We're talking about the people that are left, okay? Kind of like there was a guy that wrote Conversations with God that spent a year on the street, homeless. He had a broken neck. He got shoved out of a house. He had a job. He got the job petered out on him, and he found himself on the street for a year.
Yeah.
And look what happened. What seemed to be a terrible curse, that Conversations with God book, which would have probably never produced. If I hadn't suffered what I suffered last summer, I wouldn't be sitting here now with a renewed interest in life and a better understanding of what happened to me, and all that other stuff. So what looks oftentimes to the ego as the worst thing that ever happened to you, which I guarantee you, one of the worst things that ever happened to me was last summer, right next to a broken neck. I always put those as the two top shittiest things that ever happened to me. The other third thing would be my wife of 7 years went out and fucked my best friend and ran off with my son, leaving a Dear Joel note with no forwarding address or phone number. Those are my top three so far.
On the other, told me about that one this past summer.
Yeah.
You got right into it. I mean, you had a basics. We were sitting outside. It was a beautiful day. Me, you, John, and Brian. We were talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So what looks like the worst thing that ever happened to you sometimes has a very big blessing in it.
Yeah.
But what I envision here, as I've said, and I'll say it again, is a facility that is so centrally located that people from all over the world drive by. We know that. They do. We weren't open this summer. We have people that stop and take photos from all kinds of different states or countries or whatever. We have folks, we've been developing a network, meanwhile, behind the scenes, my thing. We have the worldpeacecommunity.org that was started in 2006. And I've been so busy, what I need is a crew of at least a couple dozen people, because I could keep them all busy very easily. And I just do my thing, and like the tortoise and the hare, I'm just like the tortoise. I just plunk along, plunk along, plunk along.
Right.
And not that there's anything to strive for, but in my life, my story is about, like I did adopt one thing from somebody that I heard it from, I forget who, but they said every morning when they wake up, they confirm the fact that they're here to serve. And I hear that every morning when I'm sitting there feeling like crap. My body is somewhat fucked up. I don't feel like getting out of bed. And I say, you're here to serve. Well, I got people to serve now. I'm serving all you guys. See, I'm using the shit out of you guys by serving you, by using the incentive to get out of bed, to be part of a team.
Yeah. It's been working so far, hasn't it, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been working.
It might be a couple times, we might be a couple minutes late, but...
Yeah, well, we'll address that. Yeah.
But we, because we, we're trying to get our morning cigarette in and a morning coffee in before we come down.
Yeah.
That's the way I like to wake up. Before I do anything, I want to have my morning cigarette and my morning coffee before I do anything else.
Yeah.
I like to sit down and relax before anything else.
Yep.
But I mean, I can start rolling up the cigarette and come down here and relax down here and have a cup of coffee. I can switch and start doing it that way too.
Yeah.
Joel?
Yeah.
Tish and I have a guest upstairs, so
Okay.
I'm down to an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I just wanted to come down and let you know what's going on. And I was clocked in for an hour today, so from 8 hours went to 9 hours. Today's I had off, so I'm 6 hours. Tomorrow I'm gonna have off because my dad's craft fair.
Yeah.
So I'll be down.
He's having a craft fair?
Craft fair, yeah.
His or somebody else's?
No, he's going to one.
Oh, he's going to one.
You know where Moses Seafood is, right on Route 2?
Yeah.
Heading towards New Sharon.
Yeah.
You know that church right across the street?
Oh, yeah, the big one with the
that
big...
Unity Church?
Yeah, it's a big
Brand new
structure,
one?
yeah.
Yeah. It's right there tomorrow.
Really?
Maybe
Wow.
go in and see exactly what my dad does.
Wow, cool.
Maybe if you get a chance tomorrow, 9 to 2, he can do anything you want, like this corner desk that you got.
Yeah.
You want it made out of hardwood and sturdy, that's gonna last and shit.
Yeah.
A little bit higher or smaller or whatever.
Yeah.
My dad can do shit like that, like a computer desk like that one. My dad has 2 computer desks all done. One has the shelves on the right side, the other one has the shelves on the left side.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's all nice and done.
Huh. What do we got for a message running up there right now?
Blue football for tomorrow.
So, tomorrow night is,
17th.
the 17th. You know, we have the message coming up the 19th for Michael Smilek.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And I don't know if I sent you an email yet, but I need to.
not.
Okay, I need to send that to you
Yep.
because it came in. We're going to have the 18th open for us.
Yep.
Okay.
Now,
And have you taken a photograph of that message up there yet?
I think Beth already did.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I can ask her. If not, then I can take one.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
So you're going to be gone tomorrow. What time to what time?
My dad's picking me up at 9, and I'll be back about. No, he picked me up at around a little bit before 7. Craft fair gets done at 2, and I gotta help him unload, which is taking the shit down to my dad's house, which is a half mile from the church.
Okay.
Unload and come back. I should be here by 3:30.
Okay. And if you're not, you're ahead of the game anyway, right?
Yeah, by 3 hours.
Yeah. Did you get your numbers today?
Yes,
What are they now?
9 hours ahead.
All right. Cool. Well, it sounds like you're going to be the first
Well,
one to get voted members.
after today, it's 6. Then after tomorrow, it'll be 3.
Okay. All right. We're still on the positive
But I'm
side.
still in the positive. I'm trying to convince Beth to do more than...
Gee, maybe I should offer an incentive like $100 reward for whoever can get there first.
Yeah.
But I don't think Ed could. He's at 29.
Yeah, he is. I don't think anything's going to happen with him.
No. No, maybe it will, though.
Yeah.
You never know. I guess we'll wait and see, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think the house... All right, never mind the $100.
Yeah, if you need anything, you know Paige.
All righty.
Alright,
All right, thanks. Say hi to your dad for me tomorrow.
Yes, I will.
All right. So, there you go, folks. Gee, do you remember, Logan, when we used to include you guys in? We got rid of a couple one time, very easily. They applied for residency here to be a guest. And when they found out everything, all the communal areas could be recorded or bugged, It's amazing how quick they got their asses out of here. And so if you have anything to hide, folks, you definitely don't want to come here. Although we do have a various technique. What's going on is Thoughtbridge Theater. Check out thoughtbridgetheater.com if I still own it. That's where our technique is quite simple. Those that say don't knows, and those people that do don't. So what happens is you get build a trustworthy group to each other, and somebody comes in and just a glance or a look. Team of folks that are connected. A look is all you need to say. Somebody else will, and we are connected, and a lot of times. And if one doesn't pick up on the vibe, a lot of times we can go off into total insanity if we want to. We could, in fact, become all nuts and drive whoever it is out of here pretty easily. And there used to be a lot of videotaping going on here for the television part. And it's a very unique environment that I've set up here, like no other on Earth. I think I could safely make that claim. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it's been a very interesting lifestyle, for sure. Oh, 36 wants to know what happened to the ex-wife. Oh, 36 wants to know what happened to the ex-wife. Well, she got married, and she didn't show up. And I don't know how far back you want me to go. She said she wanted to come up and take over my back office. So I decided at that point, well, you know what, I need to clear it out anyway. So I spent $300, energy units, we would call them, to do that. And she then got preoccupied with a guy, and he proposed marriage to her, and she just called up a few days ago saying that she was getting married. He had proposed, she accepted, and she said she'd send some money up here. I just needed to call her. But when she had called earlier, I don't know if you caught that call, but she said, started chastising me for spending $300, and I didn't get a chance to say it was none of her business. I mean, she said she'd send me $500. That's all I needed to hear. I mean, after all, this is my ex-wife. I can't trust her. And then she denied it. And then I realized that anybody that would deny it like that was probably drinking. And I did detect some alcohol. And she used to lie to me all the time about having consumed anything. And so she came back after many years, lied to me about her drinking, said she was over it. Then I smelled it the time she'd stopped by, wondered about it, have a wait-and-see attitude. Then she called me. I detected, just like I used to in the past, a personality change. Couldn't remember. She had said to me that she was going to send $500. She doesn't regulate how I spend the money, so I spent $300 of it, getting it set up for her to move into. I didn't have to spend that much. But I figured I needed wood for next summer's project if I'm around. I needed a concrete block for next summer's project if I'm around. So I decided to do all of that. So I bought some wood, I bought some concrete block, and set up a series of shelves, very removable, from the upstairs. Then these guys spent 14 hours, actually longer, getting things organized and moved, because I wasn't going to just move it and pack it up and never see it again. And that was a deal. She said she would do that, but no, this was a tremendous job. And so when I told her that I was recording, you could prove it, she hung up on me. And that's the last I heard from her until a few days ago, where she was saying that she was getting married and she'd send some money. Now, I don't know what that means, but it really doesn't matter, because that's not how I live my life. I don't keep track of the people that screw me. I don't keep track of the people that do any of that stuff. That's not how I live my life anymore. You know what? It really takes a load off. It really does take a load off. If Ram Dass was talking about moving in a neighborhood one time in, I think it was New York City, somewhere like that, in a quote-unquote bad neighborhood, evidently, bought himself a new stereo, put it in his car, and it was ripped off. So he went and bought himself another one, put it in his car, and it got ripped off. And then he reasoned to himself, well, how long are you going to be fucked up about that for? You're going to be fucked up about it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a day, a week, forever? Okay, just accept it, move on. And decided that the universe didn't want him to have a new stereo in his car. And that was that. How come we can't live like that, folks? What's the matter with you? Are you still holding on to all the slights and things that people have done to you? Or are you deciding you can never trust anybody again because more than one best friend has stabbed you in the back? What's the problem here? According to the secret law of attraction, what you don't want, what you don't trust, and all this kind of shit is always going to bring more of the same. That's why the Course in Miracles emphasizes forgiveness. What, are you going to wait a day before you forgive? You're going to wait a week? Do they have to say anything to you? Do they have to apologize and go, oh, please forgive me, I didn't mean to do it? Or is forgiveness for yourself so that you can let it go and get back to the state of consciousness that's life itself? Because when you're sitting there as a judge, all you are is a judge. You're taking over the job of the universe. But you love judgment, a judge and decide that somebody's this and somebody's that, but you're not in their shoes. You haven't walked them even a mile in their shoes. You don't know what's going on. You don't know that the guy that cut you off, that you gave the finger to, just had his daughter die and he's making funeral arrangements on his way home and he wasn't thinking about anything other than, doing that. You don't know that. You don't know where somebody else is at. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what their experience is. You don't know what it is to grow up in a household where they fight and they don't know what love is. You have no idea. None. And yet you are in a position to judge everybody and everything. Is that right? Well, congratulations. Because the judgment that comes into your mind is the judgment that you get to keep. See an asshole? Guess what? You've just judged yourself. And you're holding on to that judgment, and that's what you get. Because love doesn't judge. You don't like it, do you, as an ego? That really sucks. Oh my God. Oh my God. What do you mean I can't judge people anymore? Well, I'll tell you what, judgment doesn't mean that you can't take action. But you just drop the judgment. You do the action. You do what's necessary to protect yourself. They're going to do those things to you. That's all. You don't have to hold on to any animosity whatsoever. That's up to you. How long are you going to hold on to it for? Okay? It's just like the the secret law of attraction states. It states basically what you don't want is what you get. It also states that what you do want is what you do get. So rather than saying what you don't want, why don't you start focusing on what you do want? Leave the what you don't want alone. Just leave it alone. Why go there? You want love? Be love. Want forgiveness? Give forgiveness. Want compassion? Be compassionate. Be the change that you would like to see in the world. And it may take some time before it'll seem to change, but you'd be amazed. According to the secret law of attraction, those people that were giving you all this grief and all these problems, they will start vanishing from your life. And the only way you're going to find out is if you give it a try. Very simple. It ain't rocket science, You're listening to LiveTalkRadio.com. Joel T. Bridges here at your service.